And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, ready to go here. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Next offering upstairs. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now a chance for Owen Casey. That's off the inside corner. 2-1. That's inside. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one hammered back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
2 outs. Check swing, called strike.
Account full.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Cubs are down quietly. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in Philadelphia and on the hill, Cade Horton. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. The line to kick the pitch. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
And it remains 2-2. Grounds one to short. Swanson tosses across to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Crow Armstrong makes the grab. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's Trey Turner. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is.
That's a
These
ball.
guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Man at first, and digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, second inning set to go. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Next offering is down low.
2-1.
Late swing, fouled off.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Suzuki on at first, nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball could be 2. Over to Turner for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Chop to third. Boom. The throw to second, and that's 2. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Bottom of the second. Here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. Slings it across. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. And now Bader up to the plate. One out, bases empty. And now 2-1.
Ball 2.
One down, bases empty. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now here is Harper. Finds its way through, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Here comes Real Muto. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. One left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch. And that's a fair ball.
Left fielder
Ian Happ up to hit. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Happ on his way to third. Here's the throw. Save! And the go-ahead runs at third.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that...
Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Next is the designated hitter, Owen Casey. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that is cut on and missed. Now 1-2.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Got him. That is his third of the game.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Philadelphia, here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alex.
Next offering way off the plate.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So the batting order turns over. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Bryson Stott. That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bohm gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ball popped up. Swanson pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter, Brandon.
So here's the Phillies DH, Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode.
Man at first, one away.
Going slow mo.
And that is downstairs. Now 3-1.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
And a 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Bohm around third. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 on, 1 out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two on, 1 out. That one is upstairs.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And Schwarber strikes out.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Phillies 1 and the Cubs nothing.
What now? Jump out. About to get on your bumper. Shorty that's with me gon' shoot like a jumper. Rounds get the rain and go boom like a thunder. One got your name on it, calling your number. So stay in the house for like all of the summer and all of the winter.
Out of the 4th, and now Nico Horner. Missed with a chair. Jose Alvarado appears to be getting loose. Robertson also throwing. And that one fouled off. And the next pitch is way outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk. Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
No outs, runner at first. Now here is Seiya Suzuki. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. And the Cubs have the lead now. It's 2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
No pressure on the next guy, but that's back-to-back home runs. How many are they going to hit? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Christopher Sanchez gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, David Robertson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. And now 2 balls and a strike. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
That one missing inside. That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Ian Happ now at the plate. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Matt Shaw. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing and a miss, and it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Harrison Bader.
Make them understand it. Put it up in that panther, all black like a panther. Riding around with it.
Next pitch is downstairs. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Kittredge, the right-hander, also getting loose. Now a screamer into the outfield. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Bryce Harper to the plate.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. That was blasted to the moon. It's 3-2.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Swings through the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Holding on to a 1-run lead. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Over to first. And they get the out.
Yeah.
And now it's Alec Bohm. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate. A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And the tying run is on base.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Cade Horton done for the afternoon. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. So they bring on the veteran, Caleb Thielbar.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking.
Runner takes off and a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground, could be two. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. One left for the Cubs, but they still lead at 3-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Man, that's a huge first out to get here. In this ballpark, the fans, they can smell when a rally is about to start, and if the leadoff man gets on, it would only fuel the fire.
Trey Turner now. One down, Phillies down a run. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. The shortstop takes the ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Line drive, that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So digging in, Kyle Tucker. The 1-1. Swings through that.
Big situation right here. You got some speed over there at first base. He represents the tying run. Question is, do you send him and get him in the scoring position, or do you let that batter swing and maybe put you ahead?
Two outs. King Tuck goes down on strikes. So one hit is all they get. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Phillies 2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Matt Strom.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 4-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. Outside with a breaking ball. Just missed. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jordan Romano up and throwing. Kirkering getting cranked up as well. There's the strike. That one down the line and foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
He swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires to first in time.
Now batting, left fielder, Ian Happ.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. Two down, nobody on. Almost got him.
Inside. Ball 3.
Matt Shaw waiting to hit for the Cubs. Two out, space is empty. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Matt, he gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with two gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter. Intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Brad Keller.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The 1-1. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's Bryce Harper. One down, base is empty.
Ball, down.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 outs. Tap foul at the plate. The Phillies down to their final strike. Pitch misses, and the count's full.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And what a play! Ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final 4-2. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding